Universal history, you guys. 100 years, you can see our favorites off to either side of the tram here. We were started by a gentleman named Carl Lemley. There he is, Uncle Carl, as we like to call him. He was a German immigrant, originally came out to Chicago, settled here in Los Angeles just shortly after. He founded Universal Studios. He was actually in retail in the early part of his career, but we've been at this property since 1915. Did you guys notice when you put in your GPS today, you put in Universal City? Right? That's what we are here. We're our own city. We have our own police station, fire station off to your right-hand side. You can see Fire Station 51. And as we get all the way to the front lot here, guys, you're going to see a bunch of sound stages. These sound stages are essentially big warehouses. Did you hear it popping? There we go. Weird. Okay, I guess I'm back. You'll see a lot of these sound stages, guys. These are big warehouses where we can control a lot of interior filming. Stage 12 will be just ahead here off to your left-hand side. Stage 12 is 30,000 square feet, and it used to be home to NBC's hit singing competition, The Voice. They've moved to a different location on the lots. But take a look. All of these productions were done just inside of Stage 12. Look at this. So these sound stages, you guys, they're 98% soundproof. That means we can literally control any type of elements inside of these sound stages. All right, guys, I was just talking to our driver, Joseph. I know you can tell the audio's being really funny. It's going in and out and kind of popping a little bit. So what we're just going to do real quick is do a hard reset, because that's a terrible guest experience if we do the whole tour like that. It's better just to fix it real fast now, and then see if we can get it. It might be my mic too, but we'll figure it out. So hang tight, we're going to do a hard reset this time, and I'll be right back. Yeah, that's... Hello? There we go. Yeah, okay, we'll go from there. And then if you guys can't hear me, we'll just try and swap out the mic. Off to your left-hand side, 16 and 17. These are home to NBC singing. Well, like I said, it used to be The Voice, but the last couple of years it's been home to Superstore on NBC, starring America Ferrera.
Let's have some patience for one another.
Yeah, you know, the heat makes us all act.
If your face stays where it is, it's gonna get punched.
16 and 17 were home to Superstore for a number of years. Yeah, can you call them? Yeah, they're gonna call and see if we can get another mic here, guys. But we'll just keep playing along, heading down the tour. Keep paying attention to your clips. I'll keep playing different things that have been shot out here. Superstore, it's not just, sitcoms and, half-hour shows we film out here. We also do game shows like Hollywood Game Night, starring Jane Lynch.
Is worth more in Scrabble times. Uzo Aduba or David Oyelowo? Uzo Aduba.
Part of our rich history of television, over 60 years of television history. Currently, these sound stages off to your right-hand side have been used in television shows like Mr. Mayor, Thursday nights on NBC, as well as Good Girls. I mentioned that at the top of the tour. They are inside stage 44 here off to your right-hand side. And look at this, off to your left-hand side, just up ahead here. Here's my favorite part of the front lot, the base camp, the restaurant. If you're working here on set, get some food there. And it's our first celebrity sighting of the day. There's Ted. Everybody say hi, Ted. His production company, Bluegrass Films, they have worked on films like, you know, a whole bunch of, they've had offices here. So the front lot, it's not just the sound stages. We have offices. The Bud Westmore building off to your right-hand side. That building, there's a sign shop in there, a metal shop, wood shop. We can create all the sets and bring them out to the stages. We also have offices out here. The buildings to your left, these bungalows, they used to be dressing rooms in the early days of film. Stars like Doris Day, Rock Hudson, Jimmy Stewart. They were all, you know, when they contracted to work with individual studios, they would live here on the lot. Nowadays, they're home to offices like Robert Zemeckis, famous director of Back to the Future. Jennifer Lopez has had offices here when she was working on World of Dance, as well as Mark Platt, who is executive producer of La La Land. 5195, look at the famous portrait off to your left, right next to the numbers. That's the iconic Alfred Hitchcock. Incredible director of movies like Psycho, Rear Window, Vertigo. That was his office when he was working here on the lot. Just beyond that, you have two of our newest sound stages, 22 and 23. These were built just a couple of years ago for Hairspray Live with Ariana Grande and Derek Huff. They've been seen in the later seasons of Will and Grace. And currently it's home to Keenan, a show on Peacock starring Kenan Thompson. All right, guys, we're going to leave the front lot now and head deep inside the back lot. The rest of the tour is on the back lot. This is where we shoot the big stuff. Exterior scenes on a very large scale. You'll get just a glimpse of our New York street. This one street has been seen in movies like Captain America, The First Avenger, The Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, Transformers. We've worked with a lot of directors through the years. I've mentioned a couple already. Here's one of my favorites, Mr. Peter Jackson, director of King Kong. Take a look.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct movies. I saw that movie on TV when I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I wanted to become a filmmaker. I like films that just take you away from your real life and sweep you up in feet. Kong literally does it. You're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you're encountering monsters, creatures from prehistoric times. So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island, and it's great to have you along for the ride. Now, we have created this 3D immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, but just have them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island.
As we go in here, folks, make sure you stay seated. It does get a little bit bumpy in here. Now, if you've been to Universal Studios before, you know we have quite the history with our giant monkey friend. We used to have an old animatronic King Kong attraction that greeted thousands of tour guests day in and day out. And this is the most recent reiteration of our King Kong attraction. But as we go inside, make sure you look in all directions. You may never know what might be behind you.
The island. Nobody's lived here for hundreds of years. I'm so sure.
Now put on the 3D glasses. We're heading to Skull Island.
Okay, glasses on, everybody. We're back to Skull Island.
Kong 360 3D. What'd you guys think of that? One of the largest and most intense 3D experiences in the entire world. Those screens stand 40 feet tall. They're over 180 feet wide, you guys. That's bigger than IMAX. Yeah, that's the equivalent of 3 regular-sized movie theater screens on either side. Isn't that awesome? It's multi-purpose, too. Yeah, any big NFL fans? Football fans? I watched the Super Bowl in there a couple years ago. Guys, we had like a private screening. Guys like going over the top. I'm kidding. You'll believe anything I tell. No, that was specifically for King Kong 360 3D. Here's some behind-the-scenes footage. King Kong 360 3D, and they've Weta Digital. They've won Academy Awards on films like The Lord of the Rings, Avatar, The Hobbit trilogy. Here's what it looks like inside there, guys, with the lights on. Isn't that cool? The screens themselves are circular, they're concave, and it's designed so that every single seat aboard that tram has a good view.
With a project like the studio tour, the audience is in the middle of the environment. They're looking in all directions, there's creatures coming at them, they're seeing Kong from this side and T-Rexes from the other side.
Working on a movie, we always know where the people are looking. They're looking straight ahead, they're looking at the shot that we're working on.
Here you have to take into account that people are looking in all directions.
Also, one of the things about this ride, unlike the movies that we're used to working on, there's no cuts because it's one giant shot. This tram that's driving along through Skull Island is where the camera's from. This ring represents where the screen is 10 meters away.
We're really creating about 50 minutes of a feature film. That amount of visual information, that number of pixels, and presenting them to the audience, it's a hell of a ride.
Isn't that awesome? Yeah, it's so cool. I mean, did you guys see the tram being pulled off the side of the cliff in there? Yeah. Now, of course, that's CGI, right? That's all computer-generated imagery. But anytime we need to use a real vehicle on set, we have a lot of different options. Sometimes we can use a very basic chassis, like a golf cart or a dune buggy, something like that. Anytime, though, we use a real vehicle on screen, it's known as a picture car. Off to your left, some of our favorites through the years.
Look out! Magnum PI.
You know, I think my favorite in there has to be the gyrosphere from Jurassic World.
Yeah.
Did you guys see Jurassic World? Remember that, where the kids get in there, they go into the jungle, they get attacked by sorry, spoiler alert. They get attacked by dinosaurs. So the gyrosphere, you might have noticed there was no glass on it, because that makes a lot of reflection of the camera, especially. We don't want that showing up on screen. So it's a lot easier just to leave the glass off the vehicle, and then we can add it later in post-production.
Tokyo
But huge franchise for us, that entire Jurassic Park franchise. We like to leave the vehicles and dinosaurs close by here. Here's a nice little island off the coast of Costa Rica.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
You'll see the mobile lab unit off to your left-hand side here. This vehicle we used in the Lost World Jurassic Park. It's just made out of plywood, lightweight materials. And here's what it looked like in the film. We wanted it to fall off the side of a cliff. So we covered up a parking structure with greenery, pushed it right off the side of the parking structure, and you thought we were in the middle of Costa Rica. Now the dinosaurs are in their cages, guys, but uh-oh. Heads up. Sorry guys, you get a little dinosaur spit on you. I know. We gotta cool you off, guys. It's supposed to be a warm day today, right? Actually, side note, have you noticed that every single attraction here at Universal, we got to get, yeah. I know, that mic's freaking out again here, guys. But tell you what, that is why we have to get you wet. I'll just speak a little louder. We're having somebody come and check out our microphone in just a moment. Tell you what, though, do you guys want to see how we make rain in Hollywood? All right, look at this. We'll come down to this area known as Old Mexico. We'll set the scene a little bit.
From
Old Mexico, you might recognize from Three Amigos, starring Chevy Chase, Steve Martin, Martin Short, Indiana Jones, and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. But we're going to have a nice little rainstorm for you guys. Enjoy off your left-hand side. Yeah, it's serene, right? Very nice. And it's not just rainstorms we can create a natural disaster as well. Heads up, got a flash flood heading right for you. Woohoo! Yeah, give yourselves a round of applause, guys. You survived a flash flood. And by the way, when you're at it, give Rick a high five as well. Give him a round of applause. He just brought me a new microphone. Woohoo! We're good to go. Thanks, Rick.
Hooray!
So, Old Mexico here, guys, you might recognize from, oh man.
Big Fat Liar.
Recently, it's been in a lot of television. Star Trek Picard with Patrick Stewart, right? That was out here. How about HBO's Westworld, Season 1? That was done out here. Yeah. But take a look. I want to show you that flash flood there. It's not just used for tours. Here's what it looked like in Big Fat Liar with Paul Giamatti.
You can't outrun the wolf, kid! Yeah, look, you got that.
Well, we go north of the border now from Old Mexico to the Old West. Welcome to 6 Points, Texas. A lot of westerns been done out here, like Destry Rides Again, Winchester 73. On your screens is what it looks like here when we're filming westerns. Notice all the dirt. We have a company, we lay it down for production, then they haul it off after the production's over. Yeah, it's amazing, right? 6 Points, Texas, it's got its name from the early days of westerns. Before film was even invented, we could have 6 different streets. Each comes with its own bank, post office, and saloon. And in the time of silent film, we could film 6 different motion pictures, all at the exact same time. You might recognize it just recently from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, starring Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt, right? Just a couple of years ago, just last year at the box office. But really, any Hollywood cowboy you could possibly imagine has moseyed down these streets. The Duke himself, John Wayne, Jimmy Stewart. Now, as we mosey on out of here, look off to your left-hand side. You'll see our 2 brand new sound stages, just opened it recently, 25 and 26. That's where The Voice is now, if we have any big Voice fans. 26 is where we filmed Us. Remember that Jordan Peele horror flick where the underground scenes? That was done in 26. Even this body of water can be used for filming. That was the Black Lagoon from Creature from the Black Lagoon. Now, guys, we are approaching about the halfway point of the tour. Halfway point, I just got to remind you, make sure you stay seated with your hands and feet inside the tram at all times. And if you need me, go ahead and pull that red cord. If you have any emergencies, I'll be back to assist you. Now, as we turn the corner here, you're going to get just a glimpse of a backyard and a house. This is for a talk show on the Hallmark Channel called Home and Family. It's a talk show that different episode comes out every day. And the house, it makes it look like we're in a big, like, backyard, like a big part of the woods, right? Like a wooded area. But they're in one of the most crowded areas of the back lot. We have a cool treat for you, too. We're going to take you inside one of our sound stages. Very similar to the ones we saw in the front lot. Except this one's a 2-story soundstage, and it was used in an episode of Bones on Fox, starring David Boreanaz and Emily Deschanel.
Look, they're sweet.
He looks very upset.
When I talked to him, the guy died in his arms.
That's with the FBI?
FBI, yeah. We hear about the human remains.
That's him. Right over there.
You alright?
Yeah, fine.
So 2 stories in here. Normally when we're filming inside of a soundstage, we'll do 1 level at a time. So if an actor hits a staircase, we'll literally stop filming, we'll move over to the other soundstage and continue from there. But if the scene calls for it, we can have 2 stories. Like this one, we have an entire working street scene above us. But look at the detail work in here, guys. Things you wouldn't even think of when you're watching a movie or a TV show, right? From the ads on the side of the wall, to the newspaper stands. It's like we could be coming right in here and oh my goodness. Folks, I think this is still California channel we film from time to time. Just hang on with me. Oh, hold on to your butts.
That was close.
Right
Or
side,
maybe not.
it's your turn. Joseph, let's get out of here. Congratulations, everyone. You survived an 8.3 magnitude earthquake on the Richter scale. Watch the train left side. He'll go into reverse. He resets himself. And in the middle of summer, when we're the busiest, we can reset and do that every 2 minutes. Again, not just used for tours. Look at this. Here's what it looked like in that same episode of Bones.
What's going on?
Let's get out of here! The waterman just broke!
The producers of that show came on the studio tour and they loved it so much, they said, man, we got to incorporate that into one of our episodes. Man, my goodness, one catastrophe after another. What is happening today, huh? We gotta calm down things here a little bit. I mean, you guys are on vacation, even if it's just for today. You want to go to the beach? Let's go to the beach. I'll take you to the nice little town of Amity Island. You might recognize this town that was terrorized by a ferocious man-eating shark back in 1975 in the film Jaws. Hey, but don't worry, guys. I caught the shark myself. Look, he's off to the right-hand side there. We've got some police divers swimming around in the harbor, making sure everything's good to go. That's my buddy Pete, the scuba diver. Pete, come say hi to everybody. Oh my gosh. There's another shark behind him. You guys see that? Pete!
Pete, get
Out of the water, buddy! There's another shark behind you. Swim towards the boat, Pete. Oh no. You guys, Pete had a lot of guts being out there today. And there they are now. Oh, for Pete's sake. Okay, we gotta move. Joseph, let's hide up here behind these, what are those? Flammable gas tanks. Yeah, that's fine. Watch the yellow barrel, guys. We put some bait over there attached to that yellow barrel. If the shark can get a hold of it. Oh no. He's got a hold of the hole here. That is not good at all. Woo-hoo! Yeah, no thanks. I'm out of here. You guys are on your own.
Come on, Bruce, you're on film.
Give it up for Bruce the Shark, everybody. Good job, Bruce. See another couple of good scares. That is his real name, by the way, Bruce the Shark. Yeah, he was named after Steven Spielberg's attorney. True story, man-eating ferocious lawyer, still his attorney to this day. And look, he's the only shark in the world that knows how to do the backstroke. Gets back in a position there for the next unsuspecting tram. Do you guys know what kind of shark that is? Yell it out. What kind of shark is that?
A great white shark.
Do you know? Great white? Good guess. No, that's a plastic shark. And honestly, he didn't cooperate very well. That movie was supposed to come out in the winter of 1974, but because of all the issues with Bruce, it moved all the way to summer of 75.
That's a much maligned shark. The shark was frustrating. It didn't really work all the time. It didn't work hardly at all.
Wherever you were on the island, you could hear the radio mics. They were always saying, the shark is not working. Repeat, the shark is not working.
We just waited around. We just waited and waited and waited.
The shark worked well enough for a while there in the base of all time. So I really owe the shark a lot.
Look at that Instagram photo. Classic. Now we're entering a more residential area of the back lot. If you look off to your right as we climb the hill here, that's the Chicken Ranch from the best little whorehouse in Texas. Starring Dolly Parton. This building is what we call a practical set, meaning we utilize the entire building for filming. That's why we build the yellow house next to it, or just the one wall there. Because if you're filming on the inside of that house and you're looking through the backyard, right, through the glass, it makes it look like we're in a residential neighborhood. So filmmakers have a lot of different options. They can do a practical set, do the interior and the exterior, but then you have to worry about sound a little bit more. Or you can just do the interior scenes in the soundstage, come out here for exterior. Sometimes we have what are called shells, which are just the four walls of the houses, but there's no working interior. So all different options. We're back on Spielberg Drive. I don't know if you've noticed as we've gone through the tour today, each street is named after a big prolific figure here in Universal. Spielberg Drive is the longest, right? Makes sense. We love the guy, right? Even this area can be used for filming, guys. Like the woods off to your right. If you remember Bird Box on Netflix a couple years ago with Sandra Bullock, that was done out here. We've had car crashes on this street. Remember Desperate Housewives on ABC for a lot of years? They had a car crash out here. Just recently we had a limousine crash. That was in 911 on Fox. Speaking of limos and more picture cars, we've got some more off to your right-hand side. Every time I come in here, I feel like they add to the collection. We got an ice cream truck, a double-decker bus. Oh, there's a hearse back there, too. You guys see that? That's Beetlejuice's hearse, if we have any Beetlejuice fans. And honestly, I guess a hearse is appropriate because this is the more creepy part of the tour. As we turn the corner, you'll see the Bates Motel and the house up on the hill from Alfred Hitchcock's classic thriller, Psycho.
Where are you, Norman?
You know, Alfred Hitchcock, he was always known for pushing the barriers in his films, right? Very revolutionary filmmaker of his time. The very first flushing toilet you ever saw on screen, that was in Psycho. Yeah. In fact, when he went to the MPAA, the board that gives ratings for films, they were like, you have to change so many things about this movie. So in typical Hitchcock fashion, he sat on the film for 3 weeks, didn't change a single thing about it, went back to the MPAA, and they were like, we love it. Thanks for all the changes. And as we turn the corner here, guys, we're entering one of the most spectacular sets that's ever been created for film. This is the plane crash site from Steven Spielberg's 2005 film, War of the Worlds, starring Tom Cruise. And yes, That is a real Boeing 747 off to your left-hand side. It was purchased by the filmmakers for only $60,000. Pretty good price when you're buying an airplane, right? The only problem was getting that thing here. It cost $200,000 just to ship it. I know. Too bad Amazon Prime wasn't a thing back in 2005.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision that Steven had.
You sit down to sit down to talk about the world. That's on what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep pressing me. Pressing me. Now listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? No. Stay closed. Bobby, get in. Get in.
Just an incredible set. All right, guys. I gotta let you know one more time, we're about the 10-minute mark. 10 minutes. If you need me, go ahead and pull that cord. I'll be back to assist you. Now, War of the Worlds is a perfect example of a set that's very tactile, right? Like, if the actor actually needs to interact with their surroundings, you can film in a set like that. But if we can do CGI, we can use a blue screen or a green screen. We can come out to this area known as Falls Lake. As we turn the corner, look off to your right, you'll see the largest freestanding backdrop in the world. There's a big pit in front of it that we can fill up with water. We've used this area in movies like Jaws 2, The Revenge with Michael Caine, Hunger Games, Catching Fire. Music videos been done out here. How about Beyonce's Formation music video? That was here. TLC's Waterfalls, right? You may recognize it from a couple of years ago, this movie called Sully, starring Tom Hanks, about the miracle on the Hudson.
Evacuate.
So the plane crash there, the plane and the water is all real. Everything behind it, the skyline, the clouds, everything like that, all added later in post-production. What in the world? Man, this tour keeps getting weirder. Sorry guys, I just got a page here real quick. Looks like we gotta make a detour real fast. We're gonna have to pull into this truck repair shop. Apparently, they're telling me somebody aboard this tram has witnessed something that they shouldn't have.
Yep.
What the? I don't know what that's about. And now some guy named Owen Shaw is coming after us. You guys recognize that name, Owen? We'll be fine. We're just gonna hang tight in here in our truck repair shop, kind of get out of sight, out of mind for a minute. Safety concerns. Oh, this is kind of cool though. Look at these. And I'm being told here we're supposed to meet somebody. Let's see. They said they would just meet us.
Vince.
Hello? Are we in the right spots?
Hey, yo! It just got here. All right, I got it. Well, listen, hello, beautiful people, particularly you right there missing the third row. How you doing? You good? My name is Roman Pierce. Pleased to meet you. My buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you from Shaw for a while. So we brought you in our secret spot. We're having a few friends over. It's a little messy, but it's all good. The more the merrier. Especially you right there in that third row, like I was saying. So look, see over there? That's Hobbs' urban assault vehicle. Best truck the U.S. government can buy. But that work of art back over there was made by my man Tej.
3D glasses.
Think of it as like a Mona Lisa on wheels. Extra fly.
So did you break it down to them?
What's that?
You had one job to do, Roman, one. All right, look guys, we're gonna keep Shaw from finding you, but to keep you safe, we need your help. We don't want the syndicate tracking us here, so put away your cameras and turn off your cell phones. One flash or one ringtone could give us away.
I need y'all to take this real serious.
Okay, pull into the next bay and we'll meet you in there.
So like I was saying, the third row right there, missing in
All right, well, apparently they're not too worried. It sounds like there's a big old party going on next door here. You guys hear that thumping music? Well, maybe they'll let us join the party as opposed to just kind of chilling in here. Man, that thing is awesome off to the left. Look at this. Oh, they are going to let us in. All right. Guys, I was never invited to these kinds of things in college. Look at this. I want to see some dance moves in here, okay?
This is what we doing. This is the race day after party, and where the other?
Roman Pierce, FBI, don't move.
Bill?
That's right, party's over.
You know how long I took to iron this shirt, man? I'm not.
You're under arrest right now.
Ladies, just back up a little bit. Got it. It's lightweight. First of all, I don't work for you.
Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for?
We don't work for nobody. Cop, I suggest you clear out of here, otherwise we can't guarantee your safety.
Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun.
Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours. Escort this novice out.
That's my boy.
Let's go, Cookie Puss. You got an ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there really pissed off Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't worry. Lucky for you, our whole family will protect you.
Are you kidding me, Roman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm in the middle of
See what I'm talking about?
Call you back.
Man.
It was on vibrate. Shaw traced us. Ops can't hold it forever. Buddy, Roman, we're up. Driver, move that vehicle. It's about to get real interesting. Mona Lisa's all warmed up right next door. Roman, grab your truck. I need you and Legend on the road.
Okay, guys, this is sounding pretty intense here. We're going to move into our Jurassic parking structure here until we await word on what the next step is. Tell you what, you guys have those 3D glasses still?
Yes.
Put your 3D glasses on, okay? They double as protective eyewear. Yeah, and they're bulletproof, so that's good. Yikes, that does not sound good out there. We'll be alright.
Which one of you is the witness? Speak now or you all get fried!
This is our turn.
After them!
Okay, guys, it's showtime. This thing ain't moving fast enough. Roman, Legend, hook him up. Now remove it.
The witness is mine, Letty!
How about you eat asphalt?
Don't think you're getting away! Come in the
Way to go, Letty.
Don't climb up the missile shot!
Not gonna happen. Don't worry, I got this.
Roman, don't shoot! Head on the bridge! End of construction! Everybody hold on!
Hit the nitrous. Ride or die.
That was Fast and Furious Supercharged.
Hell of a job, everybody. You protected the witness and you can resume breathing.
You know it's crazy out there. You guys ride past. Stuff.
Now, my Mona Lisa got messed up a little bit, but it's all good. We got through it. Y'all held us down. Appreciate it. They say the bigger the family, the stronger it is. You guys look good out there. And you're welcome to join our crew anytime.
Yeah, isn't that awesome, you guys? You know the most impressive thing about that? An LA freeway at sunset with no traffic. The grand finale of the studio tour, folks. We are going to make our way back to the theme park, and as we do, just a reminder to follow all team member instructions when you board and disembark our rides today and enjoy the attractions. Also, please remember to wear those facial coverings at all times, maintain proper social distance, wash your hands regularly, and use that hand sanitizer. Folks, I hope you enjoyed your kind of insider's look at over 100 years of Universal history. We have a coworker that refers to this area as a dream factory, and that's exactly what it is, right? Even in these challenging times, we can escape into a movie or a TV show. But we really appreciate your support coming back today, guys. Just a couple reminders. Make sure you download our app, the Universal Hollywood app, so you can check wait times, things like that. The park is open till 8 p.m. tonight, so you got plenty of time to get on Secret Life of Pets Off the Leash, our newest attraction. And do me a favor, the next time you watch one of our films, stay all the way to the end of the credits, because it really will give you a brand new appreciation for the hundreds, sometimes thousands of people that work on these productions. I'm going to roll our credits. Great way to end the tour. If you guys would like to purchase any of these titles we've talked about today, you can head over to www.uphe.com or check at one of our retail stores. In just a moment, we'll be pulling into the Unload Plaza. You guys can put your 3D glasses in there. And that about does it. On behalf of your driver, Joseph, let's give it up for Joseph. Yes, he was awesome, right? Thank you, sir. If you enjoyed the tour, again, my name is Mark. If you didn't enjoy the tour, my name is John or something like, just kidding. Guys, thank you again so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day here at Universal Studios Hollywood, the entertainment capital of LA. And as we say here in Hollywood, that's a wrap. Bye, everybody. We'll